quality content is the meat of Instagram, not hashtags and not vanity metrics. So if you want to learn about 9 types of posts to actually get seen, stand out, engage your audience, stay tuned. I've used this 9 type of post on my Instagram account and monetized it with under 400 followers. Yes, 400 followers. So make sure you hit the like button if you're excited to watch this and subscribe. And without further ado, let's go to the first one. And so the first type of post is what I call the connection post, and that is strictly related to storytelling. Now, if you haven't heard about storytelling, I'm going to give you a little bit of theory right now. So storytelling is the process of using facts and narrative to communicate something to your audience, your core values. Storytelling is my favorite part of content creation and business because it is strictly related to you, to your story, your experience, and especially as a coach, you want your potential leads and clients to relate to you, to relate to why are you the person that can help them. You know, it's not a title, not a certification, it is your own personal journey. Now, this can serve as well for not only coaches, but also products, services. Now, when I was studying marketing, I ran into the story that I really fell in love with, and it is the Tom's story. I don't know if you've heard about this, but this brand, the founder Blake Mycoskie, and if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, I'm so sorry, correct me below. He actually was an entrepreneur, and he went to Argentina, and so he explored the country, and he started using the shoes called the Algarapata. He also ran into a very hard reality that was that not all children had shoes to wear, and so that really moved him and made him very aware of what was happening around in this country, in the world. And so what he did was he started a business, for-profit business, and called it Tomorrow's Shoes, Tom's. He even used the flag of Argentina as the logo, and his premise was sell a shoe today and give a shoe tomorrow. So for every shoe that he was selling, he was going to give out to children in need. I read a comment from this buyer that said that he actually bought the shoe not because of the product itself, but because of the story behind it. So stories are so powerful. So how I've done this type of post is that I've put a pic of my face, because that, you know, always get tons of likes, you know, if you put your face out there on Instagram. And I have combined it with a compelling action that talked about my own experience of what I talk about confidence, about getting your first clients on Instagram. And I did it, and I started like this, and it's so compelling. Like, I never thought that I would find my path. And so that kind of phrase is really powerful, and it kind of makes the audience read. It's a story. And then I went on and saying experiences about how when I first found my first client on Instagram, I couldn't believe it, and all the confidence aspect. And this is very important. And I ended up with a conversation started, you know, to get more comments, because that will signal the algorithm that your post is very valuable. And so this is very important to know, because in this type of post, the aim is not really to sell, is to create connection post. What I did was finish with, have you worked with like-minded people that help you grow? Because that was the intention of the whole post, if you go to my Instagram account and read it. But yeah, that is the important thing, and that is what creates connection to eventually nurture that relationship. And so for the second type of post, it is what I call the expertise post, and this is purely educational, and this is booming right now, especially with carousels. I use a carousel a lot to sort of give a tutorial to my audience related to my niche, or some fact that wows them and makes them think, oh wow, this person really knows what she's talking about. And so as a coach, you can do that yourself, and as a creative coach as well. Say you're a piano teacher and you've learned about this amazing technique that is coined by you, that's being experienced by you, and you want to share it. And now what this does is that it not only is going to impact your audience, but it will actually make them engage more, because it is going to be spread throughout multiple pics. And so what this will do is that they will read it and they will stay longer on your post, which what happens next is that your post is going to appear at the top of the page when they open Instagram, because they have engaged with your post the longest. Now, in the expertise post, it's very important that you put condensed information, because I've tried different types of posts, and when I put posts like this one with like tons of letters, you know, it is a visual platform, so people are not really gonna read everything, so you should keep it more condensed, like this one. Now, the third type of post is what I like to call the quick win post. And this post is actually similar to the expertise one, but I differentiate it by the type of format. So with the expertise post, I like to put it in a carousel, and with the quick win post, you are going to put it in a single post. So it's just one pic, not multiple ones. And what this does is that it stops the scroll right away, and people save it, because just as this post right here, this is like my most popular post, because I just put like I don't know if it was 10 or 5 minutes, so a 10-minute growth routine, so that your audience can actually implement stuff right away, which is why it's called a quick win. So they see it, and while they're implemented, they save it, and it brings signals to the algorithm. This is a valuable post because it's getting engagement. Let's say you're a vocal coach and you want to give some quick wins, quick tips to your clients who are searching for vocal technique tips or breath work, or warm up for the morning. Well, you can create a single post just like that and just give them like 5-minute vocal warm-up routines and stuff, and trust me, they're gonna want to save them. So the fourth type of post is the call post, and actually this is like one of my favorites along with the storytelling one, and this actually played a major part in changing like the direction of my account, because it is when I started to collab with other people that it actually increased my confidence to say, wow, like I'm among the creators of this niche, no matter like the following that I had. And Instagram has facilitated this feature in which you can actually create a post, call up with someone, and then in one of the options, when you hit the create post tab, you're gonna see in the next button that you can invite a collaborator. So what this will do is that your joint post will show in their feed. And what this will mean is that if you post with them, you're gonna get a lot more exposure and more eyeballs into your account from their audience. So it is very important that the collab post, you do it with a niche account. So not too long ago, I did a post with the wonderful Ladybird Media UK here. And we did actually a post on different C's, the C's that are amazing on Instagram, and I talked about this a lot: the clarity, the consistency, and the confidence. But she did a post around 10, and I also did a post about visibility, what visibility really is. And so she posted on her account, and I posted it on my account, her post, and we made sure that the branding in each one of our accounts was right, so that it doesn't mess with the grid and everything. And so what ended up happening is that a lot of her commenters commented on my post. They followed me, they got to know me, and because they were like my ideal clients as well, who knows, if they resonate with me, they will work with me, and the same thing can happen to you. You want to make sure that first, it is a super valuable post, it is in the same niche, and it kind of like there's no conflict of interest, and you also give more than you take, because how I approached this call post, it was because I knew her, I commented her on her stuff a lot, and I made sure that I also create a wonderful post for her, because if you're gonna go with the intention of or you're gonna DM them of like, hello, I just want to have this post, and you don't even highlight what it is great about their account, you don't even highlight about what you can offer to your audience, it's not gonna work. Now the fifth post that you should create, and that unfortunately I don't see many creators create, because to be honest, many creators just put expertise posts, like educational posts, and while it may work for them, the overall marketing strategy of your account should contain different types of content, one that builds connection, one that builds expertise, and also one that builds social proof. And so, for example, I always put testimonials here like this one, of like the clients' results that I've gotten, because it actually builds the authority more, it gives you more credibility, and I think that many people, and I was one of them, are kind of embarrassed to show the results because it seems like it's gonna be a little bit braggy, and I felt like that. But to be honest, when I started to post this kinds of posts, I immediately saw that clients reach out to me more. I actually got my first client after I finally posted this damn post. So yeah, feel free to check, reach out your audience, your past clients, and even if they have been beta testers or free clients, because I know that at first you want to test things out, but even if you've helped someone, you can ask them, what do you think? Can you provide some results, some clear outcomes? And that can be your next post. And also make sure that you have already a preset template for that so that the grid is coherent. And actually, I have a 60 templates for you to use, so you can click down in the description box below, because they're like Canva templates. I use Canva. It's an amazing resource that you can check out below as well to use. But yeah, do those templates, and believe me that it makes a difference once you start to add those testimonials from your clients. So in this other type of post, I call it the confidence post, and it's something that I learned from an amazing branding expert, and she always encouraged us to use this type of post to kind of differentiate ourselves and our brands, because the thing is that apart from your story, what it is unique about you is not going to be the information, but the experiences that you've been through as a creative, and also the unique experience and practices that you've added. So for example, in my case with my account, I emphasize a lot on confidence and on the mindset part apart from the strategy. So I did this post right here that is around what visibility really is. And for me, that is a confidence post, because that is a bold statement and it differentiates me from other accounts that always talk about virality, always talk about numbers and value metrics. And for me, that is just not the core thing that I want to express. For me, it is an internal part, is an internal state. This one as well, the only C you should care about, and it is bold and it is confident, and you should include it too if you want to differentiate yourself from the competition. At the end of the day, the confidence post is really a bold statement that shows your true colors as a person, as a business, as a brand, and it also, debunks kind of myths of your niche, and so it is very important to add it to your strategy. Other type of post is called the meme post, and well, as you can see right here, I put an image of Ariana Grande with that expression, and just something related to my niche, as in when you see an account of 10k followers with just 2 comments, and that is something that is really relatable among creators, among Instagrammers, and so that is something that's going to catch the attention, not only because it's visual, but because of the message. If you see now creators, they always use in their thumbnails faces expressions like that because they catch the attention. So before I dive into the last 2 types of posts that engage, convert, and sell, I want to know, what is your favorite to create? Because I love the meme posts and I love the storytelling posts, as you may have seen by all the story that I told about the brand. So one of the last 2 types of posts I wanted to mention was the live announcement post, which is something I did a lot when I started my account, because as you can see here, I invited several guests, several like-minded entrepreneurs to just come and give some value around several topics: mindset, confidence, social media as well. So this type of post, apart from creating a strong sense of community, it actually brings more followers into your radar, because the moment that you tag that collaborator, then more people from that like-minded community are gonna come. And now Instagram has released a live schedule feature where you can actually schedule it to your story, share it into your feed, and like this, your followers can set reminders and they can get hyped and excited for that live announcement. Just so you know, there's no excuse in not going live anymore, because you can even practice, and that will surely build up your confidence. The last type of post is this special launch post, and this basically means that it is a post that you are going to make when you're going to launch something, either a YouTube video like the one right here, a YouTube video, a new resource, and they don't have to even be paid offers. And in fact, how social media works nowadays is it really is all about the inbound marketing approach, which is taking your follower and stranger to a buyer by posting different types of content, like the ones that we have been speaking all throughout this video. But with this post, it actually says, okay, something new is coming, I'm launching something new that is going to provide a lot of value. And so with the special launch post, you are going to get your follower excited, and you are going to get them to actually let them know that it is a business and you do have incredible resources that you can offer. Don't forget that every type of post that you have, when you already have an offer, don't forget that you can say it in the call to action, like here, like PS, follow me and grab this resource that is under the highlight section. You can always say it with each type of post, but this special launch post is specifically for when you are launching something that is new and you want people to be aware of. So now in Christmas time, for example, you may have a special discount, a special message, you know, now that in marketing is really Christmas about family or something, you may want to use that special launch post as a Christmas thing, for example. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this 9 type of posts that you should use and combine to attract your followers and convert them into buyers. I have prepared 60 social proof templates for you as a creative coach that you can download here below. And also I have a Cyber Monday offer that I have extended, which is an IG digital bundle. My clients are loving it, as you can see by this testimonial here. And it includes an advanced engagement tactics training, an ebook so that you optimize your bio and you always keep on attracting your ideal followers. And also there's a 30-day content planner that you can use specifically for Instagram. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. It's free to do so, and as a creative coach, you'll gain confidence to monetize your Instagram presence. I'll see you on the next video.